This week our 143 gets put back to a tractor unit and my digger breaks down. I'm the digger girl, this is episode 72, let's go. Right, we're on Monday morning, first week back just after Hillhead there. I'm not going to lie, still recovering. It was such a full-on week, but it was really good nonetheless. Probably the best show I have ever been to. Hillhead's always a good one because it's in the UK, meet lots of people, see lots of new equipment, and just meet up with lots of brands and stuff. It was really, really good. And the weather, it made it also because it was absolutely beautiful. But anyway, back to reality now. In the shelter with the lorries. Dad was out in the beaver tail at the weekend, and well, when I was in it before I went on holiday, there was an air leak, but I mean, you kind of get them all the time. They usually get sorted pretty quick, but Dad was in this one and it was just draining the air, and he has noticed that the air tank is rotten. So I phoned up to get them both booked into the garage, both to get inspections done, but this one needs its air leak sorted ASAP. So they've thankfully managed to get us in for tomorrow. So I am just going to go under and measure it so they have the exact one taken down the road to get fit tomorrow. The zap shelter's coming in handy for the skirtings and fascias for the cottage. They're getting done in here. So I need to go under here and measure up as best as I can. Ugh. I probably need a concrete or something so it gets so minging. Oh, it's out and up there. So here it is. Here you can see how rotten it is. He did say there might be numbers on it and stuff, but it'd be really hard to see, and I don't think I'm going to get to see with that. So I couldn't even find a proper tape, so I've just got this one. So I'm going to go and give it a quick measure out and see what we get. Right, so that's me got the sizes for Malky. That was good because he said there's 7 different sizes of air tanks for the lorries, and he could guess what it's going to be, but the guesses of it being right might not be right, and we're desperate for it. So text that through to him there. You'll get it down the road for tomorrow, hopefully straight in, on, inspection and out. Look at the colour of me, and I've literally... that's all I've done so far. But sadly for me, I'm back into the office for the rest of the day. Taking a week off, I let everything go, as you do. Especially there's no signal down at Hillhead as well, which is quite a good thing, not going to lie. But again, it just means there's more to do when I come back home. So got to go and sort some stuff out. Dad got his new pickup yesterday. I'm sure you'll see it maybe later on today. I don't know, I've not seen it yet, but he's delighted with it. So that is the Navara gone. You'll all be happy to hear that, I hope. It's been a long time coming. So yeah, that's what was happening when I've left. He picked it up at the weekend. And what else has been going on? Nipper is well underway with the 143, the Scania. Had a massive big list part for me that he went through to make sure I was all right with the price of it, which was a sore one, but we knew what we were getting ourselves in for, so he's cracking on with that as well.
Well, Miss Digger Girl, do you want to see your chassis? Old cat. I'll have to get you a look. Let's keep walking this way, you might glimpse. Uh-oh. Yeah, she's been chopped. Long day drilling at rivets and cutting the chassis, look. We're back to a tag. Yeah, got to get flip plates folded. I've got DG Engineering in Ireland. Big shout out to Timmy and Derek. They're making me the cross members, but look at that. How good is that looking? Back to the way she was. A few wee bits to sort out. Lots of valves here to sort out, but that doesn't scare me. I've done that whack load of times. All these pipes in here to sort out, loom to sort out. I'm going to replace all this. Replace all that. That's disgusting. Look, oof. Get this all blasted. This cross member's got to come out. One of the big ones goes in, which is the ones that DG Engineering's making because it's a bit blown. And like if you look in here, you can see it's blown with rust in there. So that's coming out. New one of these cross members is getting made, and then prop shaft on, which I need to get altered. So yeah, new bolts and bits to go in here. These are special bolts, interference fit, so they have to be drifted in. They will be tight. Yeah, we're getting there. Half the journey's done, so she is back to a unit again. And a lot of bits to sort out. We do have a bit of an issue with the brakes. I was ordering bits today. Look, it's been right well. No back plates. And wait, see this back plate. Miss Digger. In fact, I'll give you a bit of it. Look. Yes. Oh, anyway, progress is happening. And I'm flying solo this week. No angry man Kenny, all on my lonesome. So any buddy mechanics that want a job, give me a shout on my channel or Amy's. Keep watching. Next instalment coming up later in the week.
So into the office, kids are on holiday, day one, already hard work, not wanting to stay at Granny's house, but I guess a lot of you guys will know how it is. Let's go and get some bills out and get some money in to pay for this 143. Blade up! That's it. Wait a minute, what are you doing?
I'm gonna make a ramp up there.
You're gonna make a ramp. What are you making a ramp for?
I'm making like there.
What for your bike? No, just so you can play on it. For the digger to go up. Do you think Papa's gonna be happy? Yeah? Buck it up! You alright? So here it is, here's his new Ranger. He's got beacons and lasers on the back. It's pretty smart, it's a nice colour, and the lasers in the front. And then inside, mess with it already. That's nice, isn't it? I've obviously not had a shot of it, I've not even sat in it yet. Very posh, big screen. Lacey's got no excuses not being able to see it. But yeah, it's looks good, it looks really nice. I like the orange with the black leather. Not too sure how comfy the seats will be though, because my experience with them before is Rangers aren't that comfy. Hiluxes are comfier. I do like this black all around here though, and the wee steering wheel, that's nice. What are you doing? You come to do some filming inside Papa's new pickup too? Hey, don't get it dirty. Don't go and put your feet in the seat. Yeah, it's looking good. I think you'll be happy enough with that. We're on Tuesday morning and we are back doing this when I left off before Hillhead. Started up the machine and the boom wouldn't lift, so already got a problem. Now, I've never had any problems with my Kubota whatsoever, or any of the machines really. Went to lift the boom, couldn't figure out what was happening, so just came round to the side and there's oil going out everywhere. So of course turned it off straight away. The brick is here, so I turned it off quickly, lifted it up, cleaned it off. And as I was cleaning it off here, I've noticed this bolt has come out, the spool block here. This was just sitting there, so thankfully I seen it sitting there and seen where the problem was coming from, because trying to find a leak in there was just a minefield. Like, look at it. So we know what it is, but it's not ideal. This is terrible. So not only did the bolt come out, that it's also sheared off and half it's stuck in there. So this is not good. This machine's only got 1,000 hours on it and now we're stuck. The brickies are waiting to crack on with the work and it's downtime. Not what we need. So I'm going to have to go and phone HRN. It's out of a warranty as well, so whatever happens, it's on us now. Even though there's 1,000 hours on the machine, it's not done much at all. So I'm going to go and have to phone HRN. They are 2 hours away, and that's if they leave now and come here. They're 2 hours away from me. Or get Cammy or Gale Engineers in Oban. He's to Cottage dealer. So I'm going to phone HRN first, see what they can do to help me and to get us out of this hole. And if they can't do anything, I'll be phoning Cammy and hopefully he can do something. But still, we're a machine down, got work to do. This is not good. So just off the phone to HRN, I've sent some pictures through to them, but it's not looking like anybody's going to come out today anyway. So for once, there's no machines sitting at the house either. So kind of buggered. It's going to be a week down probably. And then I'm away next week as well, so it's not looking good. So I just had a call from HRM back there, explained what had happened. They thought I could just wiggle the bolt out, but I explained that it's been like sheared 5mm down. We're up here in the middle of nowhere, no parts, no proper tools, nothing. So I've asked for them to come out tomorrow morning, which is going to be an expensive journey and fix for us, but needs must. Going to be a day wasted here, the brickies are there, day wasted for them. Not very ideal. But there's nothing I can do, I can't even move the machine or anything, so we're just going to have to make the best out of a worse situation and hopefully I'll be here tomorrow to fix it. Although he's away to check, HRN are away to check if this machine's still under warranty, which I don't think it will be. I think it was, you get a year and then a year extended warranty, but I think this will be out. It's got it 2021. So there's probably no chance, but we'll see what they can do anyway. And yeah, I've got oil all over my face, all over my hair. It's like literally everywhere now. It's lovely. I think I said to you guys that H&M was going to come out tomorrow morning. Unfortunately, they phoned back and said there is no part in UK. So we need to wait for the part from France, which usually takes 2 days. So hopefully I'll be here Thursday. But it's not looking very good at all. I'm going to have to speak to Dad tonight. Over at the job I'm on is actually the one Donald's got our old 57-4 Kubota. Not our last one, but our very first one. We sold it to him. So that is an option if need be, but the only problem being is my digger is sitting exactly where I need to dig. So I'm not too sure what we're going to do. It's just one of these things, don't know what happened. I've been speaking, obviously I've got a really good relationship with Kubota anyway, and I sent pictures through to Martin through there, and he's never seen it before either, can't understand what's happened. So it's just one of these things, just there's obviously a wee crack in the bolt and over time it just went. It's very, very strange. I'd be interested to hear if it has ever happened to any of you guys, or if you've heard of it or whatever before. It's strange, just started up and went like that straight away. So yeah, it's a bit of a downer. I just went out for a run there to try and clear my head. It's just not been at the right time at all. As I said, I'm away next week. I'm taking my kids away on holiday. Summer holidays, it's the only time I'm going to get to spend with them. But hopefully I'll still have a video for you guys, so that doesn't matter, hopefully. But it's just kind of messing us up for getting this job finished. The deadline should have been probably like now. And there's only like probably a day or two max to get the services in. Like, doesn't matter about tidying up and all that kind of stuff. Like, there's deadlines for getting the ground source and all that in. I feel bad for the brickies as well. I had to apologise to them because that's their day basically wasted as well. And they had this week's weather is looking atrocious, and they had rendering to do in a house, which obviously you can't do it in this weather. So they had this booked off for doing this work as well. But again, it's just one of these things. So it's so typical. Usually we have at least one other machine sitting in the yard, what we can just go and take. I've only got the wee 3-ton Cabelco, sorry, what's going back. Not that they're very good because my machine's sitting in the way anyway. Ah, jeez. So fingers crossed they'll come out Thursday, but up until then, I'm down. There's nothing else I can really do. All the other machines are at jobs. Arthur, Dad and Rupert are all at a job. There's nothing for me to do. I'm saying there's nothing for me to do. I'm going to go back to the office. There's always something to be done. And I'm going to brainstorm my brain for ideas for a video for you guys for when I'm off next week. I've got a really good idea, but whether or not I'm going to have time to film it all and get it all ready before I go away, but I'm sure I'll sort something out for you. That also reminds me, Mark from G-Rake sent over another hitch for my rake for the rototill. Well, it's not actually there yet. And there was teeth sent as well. The Cabelco from Strickland, because they watched my video a few back when we broke the tooth off the bucket, and Nicola sent me a message saying, what's your address, let me send you some new teeth and watch your video. So they should be there too actually, but I don't either of them's arrived. This is the thing going between the old yard and new yard. Things are going to both of them just now, but anyway, I'll go and have a wait and see there because that's another job, trying to get that hitch swapped over to my hitch instead of the one for the 8 tons. So it's quite to do, a bit depressed, and the weather's terrible, the machine's down. Lack of content for you guys, but you'll understand. So there's been an update. Because the part is not in the UK, I have phoned Donald and asked them if I can use his 57-4, which is, when I first started working with Dad, it was our very first brand new Kubota, Dad's ever very first Kubota. That'll be interesting. So I'm off tomorrow with the kids, don't have a babysitter for them tomorrow, but he's going to get it on site for me for Thursday. So even though my machine's down, we'll still get the job done, thankfully. Just arrived back at the yard, and Rupert's arrived home with the tipper and the Cabelco. He's going to load it up. Well, I think there might be a bit of competition about who's loading it up here, because Johnny boys seem to have beaten him on the seat. While we're here, here's a wee update on the cottage as well. The kitchen's all been put in. Still the handles, that's the handles what they're going on in here. Still all them to go in. It's looking good. What do you think of the colour? Ellie, do you like it? Yeah, it's nice. And what else has been? The flooring's down under here in the kitchen as well. There is radiators, you can't see that one too well. The flooring's all here to get put down throughout the living room as well. The banisters are starting to get put on the stairs. The radiators have been fitted. It's nice. And then just the plain ones there by the window. Bathroom is in. Wet walls there, half fit. So it's all starting to take shape now, quite like this. The flooring is a kind of greyish colour in there too. Still the best part of the house. And then this other little one's been put in place as well. But yeah, that's quite a wee update of how they're getting on in here. Hopefully in the next few weeks the kitchen will get finished and the flooring throughout the living room and etc etc. All Roops is digging stuff out to fill up the tipper. We see we really do need a machine sitting at the yard for doing the likes of this. It's not good having not a spare one. When this one goes, we'll miss it. So Johnny won the battle and he's doing it, but he's sitting on Rupert's knee. He's got to learn at some point. Cool. Dad's just arrived home and I've taken this very opportunity to jump in this Ranger and give it a drive. My first drive in it and see how we get on. Just jump in it, doesn't know taking it. He's looking at me the window, shaking his head. Quite a pull off it anyway, compared to the old Hilux. Dad was saying that the seats are really uncomfy, which I know they are more uncomfy in some Rangers compared to the Hilux. Only because whenever I've had to go on Rangers before, that's my personal experience. But when you get in them and you're used to them, then you don't know any difference. But I've got to say, these are a lot comfier than I remember them being. Dad's finding it sore in his hip already, but he's getting old, he's got a sore hip. It seems quite nice to drive. I always remember them having like such a big bonnet as well, like they've got the curved bits on them, but I don't find this any worse than the Navara. I found the Navara quite hard to see over, but this seems to be okay. I like this big screen, I want to have a wee play about with it. Seemingly there's different modes for if you're towing different trailers and weights and stuff like that on it as well. And it's showing it gets 423 miles to the tank, which is really, really good. And just now it's in at 68 miles per gallon. So that's pretty good. That's pretty good going. I'll be interested to see if Dad sees a difference in it by film, because we don't really go, well we do go for miles per gallon, but we tend to go with how many times you have to fill it throughout the week. And if Dad's working at the same job, I'll be interested to see how many times he has to fill it and how long it lasts. Seems to be plenty proud about it anyway. I'm going to have a play about with this, put some music on, but obviously I can't be putting my music on my YouTube or I'll get copyright strikes. Well, that is some screen. I've obviously connected to my Spotify. Oh, is it not? Oh, I've just disconnected my Bluetooth there. But it's a cracking screen. Everything on it down here. Oh, just turned it off. But yeah, it's looking good. At least we rascals have made their way into the lorry now as well. Assuming they've been starting it and stopping it. It'll be a matter of time before he's driving that too. But yeah, that's me all done. Hopefully I'll get that machine there tomorrow and I'll be back at it on Thursday. So I'll see you guys in. Do you reach the pedal? Right, you want to drive it? Were you going to sit at my knee? Yeah? Well, let's mummy up then. He's wanting me to go on the passenger side. He says he'll be able to reach the pedals himself.
Yeah, he totally could reach the pedals. He also wants the stacks on as well.
So today's action, Amy, is the flitches are all measured up, so we're going to be drilling all these holes along here for the new flitch plates. Well, Adam is busy. Yeah, today I'm pulling all the wings off, the steps off, the grille off, bumper off, get all this out. I've got the shot blast man booked, so we can get all this off so we can get the chassis blasted. All this will be all blasted and clean so we know where we are. Yeah, so hopefully this will be blasted beginning of the week. Next week, so when I come back from holiday, I can have it all ready for getting skinned and primer. Because the new cross members are leaving Ireland this morning. So I want it all blasted in behind here before the cross members come in so we can get paint on the inside of the chassis. That is today's update.
We're on Thursday morning and HRN are already there to fix my machine. Got a call this morning saying that they're en route, so they're there. So hopefully the time I get there they'll have the issue under control, the new part in, and my machine will be going again. But if not, it's not the end of the world because the old 57 is there for me anyway waiting. So that's good, it's a good start today, although the weather is still atrocious. It's beyond an absolute joke now, this weather. To get anything done just seems like an absolute mission. But we'll head over here anyway. Hopefully the HRM will have it just about finished and I can get back in my own machine. Although the old 57 will be absolutely fine, it'll do the job no bother. When I come to tidying up, it doesn't have a tilty bucket or a tilt rotator on, so that might be a bit of an issue. I'll have to go back to old school. Just as I get out to site, that's them all finished, HRN, and my machine is all back up and running. Unfortunately I had the wrong parts, but he's still got it up and running anyway, which is ideal. I've just to give him a text later on to make sure everything is all good, which I'm sure it will be, but that was brilliant service. That's an hour to get it up and going. That's all it took. That's our old machine there. But I'm going to leave that. I'm not going to show you any more on that because next week when I'm not here, I've decided to do a video on my dad from when he first started and the machines that he had, because I know you guys will really enjoy it. Some of the, we went through old pictures the other day and some of them are just amazing, so I want to share it all with you from where he started when he was 22 in 1986 to where we are now. So keep your eyes peeled for that video, and that one will be featuring it because that was my first baby. Right, let's start where I left off from whenever it was. First of all, I've got to dig a little bit more away from this bank. We're going to have to put the ground source pipe into that bit over there, and in that way it's absolutely a bit of a nightmare. An ideal world would have wanted to have like a metre trench with all the services going in together, because there's a lot going in there. We've got water, hydro, of course, then we've got the ground source going in, the BT going in, then the drains and that are in the back there too, and there's not much room. So ideally, oh, and then we've got a electricity cable going from the solar panels in too, so that's like 6 or 7. So it'd be nice to have them all lined up, but they were just afterthoughts and now we're struggling to get them in. So it's going to be a little bit of effing about to do all this, but we're just going to have to make the best of a bad situation and just do what we can now, to be honest. I'm just going to dig a little bit more away from the bank here and see how we get on. I'll swap the bucket over in a wee minute, but get the most away we can with this. Who left that bucket there? Look at that water down there. Would never think it's July with this weather. To be honest, I was looking forward to having it go in that wee 57 again. It's a brilliant machine. I absolutely loved it. what a day. I've been out helping the boys, got the skins on, been out helping them get all them pipes tied up and the ducts pulled in for the ground. Storage Dipper's just living his best life in this cosy pickup. I'm going to grab some lunch. It's hard to do filming because everything's getting absolutely soaking out there. So hopefully with that digger should I get some content for you guys. So here's my very first machine. I'm just tracking it out of the way because I'm going to take the pipe down here. So I'm just going to track this out of the way just now. So now that's the final one, going straight down to the burn. I've just got to cross the electricity again. I've already had to cross it up there. I had to cross it again, so that's not ideal, but that's what it is. It's horrible. And just as well, I never tried this bit off properly last time, so I knew I would have to dig right back through it again. Right, that is it bloody finally in. What an absolute mess. The gutters, horrible. I know they probably won't want that wee offlet there, so it kind of ruins the grass, but I'd rather do that just to save the road than wash the road out. Honestly, look at this, there's mud everywhere. Anywhere you go, it just turns to absolute mush. Look at it. That's been the worst day in a long time, just because it's the water. Look at the absolute mess. Tomorrow we'll be graveling that up there and tidying up around there all the surfaces. And I pray it's going to be nice for tomorrow. That's me done. The bricks are away, the joiners are loading up their van ready to go, and I am just going to. So I'll see you guys tomorrow. We're on Friday morning and I'm first in sight. I don't know where everybody is. Must be having a wee Friday long lie. But anyway, this is what we had done yesterday. Look at it, it's absolute gutters. It's July weather, what the hell? But anyway, this is what we done yesterday. It's all falling in down there now. So we've got the drain water coming down here, the electricity going over there, manhole for the drain water, then up the back we've got the BT and the water going in. There's a manhole to catch the ditch at the back, and it goes into a Y branch to catch the ditch and the downpipe water, which goes all the way down over to that burn down there. So today I'm going to gravel this up because there's so much water still following it down. Gravel it all up, get this all tidied up, and then finally do the bit for the solar panels right here somewhere. But my first job, while no one else is here, is going through some gravel down here and get this bit tidied up. Honestly, I can't wait to get away from this now because it's just the absolute gutters. Although the next job we're going to do will be the absolute gutters too, no doubt. There was all supposed to be more 40mm coming in first thing, but now I'm a bit concerned that it's not first thing anymore. I'm the first one here. There's no brekkies here yet, which is really, this never happens for me because I always have the kids, so I make sure that they are where they have to be before I come to work. But this morning I didn't have them, so I came out for the normal starting time and nobody's here. But I'm not complaining. To be fair, the brickies putting this hard graft yesterday, putting them drains and all that in up to your knees and the absolute gutters. Plenty for me to be doing just now. But ideal if more rock did come though, because we definitely need that for later on. That's why we ordered it yesterday for this morning. Everywhere I'm tracking just now is just getting covered in mud. The Type 1 is covered in mud. You know it's cold when the back of your hands are cold from just jumping into the machine. No, you're alright. Right, that is me all over and done with. Another week done. I got all services in with John and Kenny, back filled it, tidied up, and then I started doing the bit for the solar panels towards the end there. I didn't do much speaking and the camera was on and off quite a lot because there was quite a lot of people around me and it's not fair filming when they are around me and stuff. So I got the best I could for you guys. So yeah, as always, thanks for likes, comments and subscribing. Make sure you come back next week and not to miss the history. Make sure you come back next week and not to miss the history of Underwood Plant. That's what my video is going to be about next week, guys. So see you then. Stones. Up to no good.
Aye, who broke that? Aye, you broke that.
What?
Poor mirror.
It wasn't me.
Oh, it wasn't me.
Oh, so I left my window open for that rain.